right, fun day. Hope y'all have enjoyed spending some time in the building and getting a chance to be around all the staff. Got a great group of people, really just great people, first, and a bunch of good coaches, on top of that. So just excited about getting started as far as this next step of our 2025 journey. It's obviously not starting for us today. It's just kind of the next phase as we've been, building to this point since January. Everything kind of builds as we go, and this is the next step. Getting back going. We got a senior meeting after this. We got a team meeting today, and then full staff kind of got back in here yesterday, and got our all-in meeting starting tomorrow. That'll be about 5 days of that. So a lot of stuff to do, in these next few weeks to kind of get the plane off the ground, if you will. A lot of housekeeping type things that we have to take care of. But it's been a good summer. It's a focus group. Proud of them. I'm excited to go meet with the leaders when I get out of here, and I look forward to getting with the team. Hadn't really had a full team meeting in a few weeks, so good to get back in front of those guys. But they've handled themselves the right way. The leadership and the guys that we really need to set the tone, I think, have done a good job of that. We're healthy. That's been a good thing. So hopefully we can, still got a couple weeks of training and some OTA type stuff where you get out on the field a little bit with some meetings, and that's something we do this phase as well. And then we'll start on the 29th as far as a couple days of kind of administrative meetings, and then first practice is the 31st. And then, then you get into that step and that phase of camp and into school and then into your game prep. So fun time. I love this time of year. There's a ton of energy. You can just kind of feel it on campus, and it's awesome. It's great to see y'all. Hopefully y'all have all had a great summer as well, and enjoying, some time, a little bit of downtime, whatever little downtime you get. Really probably never stops for y'all like it does us. There's always recruiting. There's always something going on, but it's excited to get back going. Got a good football team that again, I think is built to compete for our league, and I think everything starts there. And if you do great things in your league, then you have opportunities beyond that. But it all comes down to just trying to finish up the summer the right way, have a great fall camp, and get off to a good start. Excited to be at home for an opener. I think that's the first time since 2019. So I got a tough opponent, but we played the Cowboys. It's just nice to be home for a change. So it's been a long time. You think about an opener. I haven't been here since 19. So I'm excited about that for our fans, our families, and our team. To be able to have such a great opponent in an opening game like we have. So a lot of excitement with that. But again, health-wise, we're in a good spot. Anticipate everybody being in camp. It's probably one of the things y'all wanted to ask about. I think only two ACL guys, Ari and Jay. They're doing great. They'll be in camp, but we'll probably, have them on a progression that fits where they are in their plan back to full speed, go and being released. So, but other than that, just again, hope it's been a great day for everybody, and look forward to answering your questions and getting this thing going.
Coach, what's the one thing that you're looking most forward to at your fall camp? In between, or let me back up. In between what you saw in the spring game and going into fall camp, what's one of the things you're looking most forward to?
Just being a complete team. We had those of you that really cover us in the spring. Had a lot of guys that were out. We had a lot of postseason surgeries and things like that. But that's there's two sides to that. The downside is you like to have everybody all the time as a coach, but the plus side is boy, we got a chance to, Braden Jacobs got all those reps, right? Tristan Lee, we've seen him play a lot, things like that. We were able to you get a ton of work for some of the young guys, but just being a complete team, getting everybody out there where we can really put it all together. Sadler, he was out all last year, out this spring, but that gave a lot of opportunity to the other guys. Elijah Thurman, wasn't able to go. His kid became a starter for us, and all of a sudden he's out. So just a very incomplete team in the spring, but we were able to do what we needed to do to develop our team. So that's the main thing, just see a complete football team, and then let's go do the work.
What's the competition at punter like?
I've got two guys, and I'd say Jack kind of came out just a smidge ahead in the spring, and so TBD. We'll see. We got a long way to go between now and game day, but really like the potential of both of those guys. But we got to see the performance consistently. We went and signed Jack because we really believe in him. It's not something that we just wished upon a star. We really believe in Jack Smith, and he earned a scholarship here, and it's his opportunity to go do it. And McCoon is another guy that we brought onto the team because we're like, this kid's got a real shot, and then he's risen up and he's competing. So I think we got really good competition there. And then Robert Gunn is another guy that has kind of got his hat in the ring as well.
Coach, you can feel the hype building for Gabe Klubnik, and probably going to grow even more so as we get towards the end of the summer. But you've had a few guys that we talked to Taj today, Deshaun, obviously, Trevor, guys who have faced that and been able to block it out. Do you see Cade as one of those guys?
Well, last year this time they said he's terrible, so he had to block that out. It's the same thing. So, of course I see him as one of those guys because he had to do the same thing last year. Yeah, you got to block out that you suck. You got to block out that Swinney should have went and got a portal guy over you. You got to block out that we'll never win. You're just not going to get it done. You got to block that out. But you also got to block out, you're the Heisman. Oh, you're the greatest thing ever. Literally 12 months later. All right, that's just part of it. Because there's always external narratives. There's always external opinions. That's all. That's just a part of what we do. And if you're a coach or you're a player, that can't be your motivation. And it can be fuel for you. It's good whether it's, it can be a little fuel. I always say it can be a little fuel for your fire, but it can't be the fire. Because if that's your fire, other people's opinions and narratives, if that's your fire, you're going to be really inconsistent. If your fire's got to come from within. It's got to be your purpose, your why, your foundation to your life. That's got to be your fire. And you grab any fuel when you can. If people want to give you some free fuel, you take it, right? So, I'm sure Cade's driven by the right things. And I'm sure he took a little fuel last year, but that's not his fire. Same thing this year. Oh, great. Oh, dang, it's nice. Y'all think I'm good? I'll take a little bit of that, but that's not his fire. A little fuel for him. So, I'm proud of him. He's done a great job. He's been here 3 years. He's a model dude, man. He's what you want. He's committed in every sense of that word. He's a leader. He's developed and gotten better, but he's got to take another step. He did that last year. The things that he needed to improve on, taking care of the ball, not taking a bunch of sacks and TFLs, and being a little more situationally aware, and pushing the ball down the field a little bit, and getting physically a little more mature. He did all those things, using his legs, being opportunistic with his legs, creating with his legs. He did all those things, but now it's more precision, more detail, more aware, all those things, just a little bit more. And if he does that, then he's going to have a great year. Because he's a winner. He's a great human being, and just happens to be a quarterback. And I love the kid and proud of him, but, last year doesn't carry over. Just like I told him, the mistakes you made the year before don't have to carry over. But the great plays don't carry over either. You got to start over. We all start over. And you got to go and improve it each and every year. But, you know, he's really experienced and he's done the work. And I think that's ultimately what determines your success is the work that you put in, you know, when nobody's watching.
Coach. LSU Coach Ryan Kelly said that their Death Valley is the real Death Valley. And they have a bunch of guys.
Oh man, no! This is like, you know, hey, I don't know the context. I don't have no idea. I don't. It's not like I'm sitting around watching press conferences and all that stuff. So I have no idea, you know. But I got a lot of respect for LSU and Coach Kelly. I can tell you that. But you know, I don't. I guess Coach who was it? Coach McMillan at PC. I guess that's where all that started. So I guess everybody can do their own research on that. But it'll be a great game in a great environment with two really talented football teams.
Coach, in addition to Cade, it seems like Clemson as a whole has been really positive in some of these preseason rankings versus where maybe they were last year in terms of the national attention. Do you think that's warranted, and how do you keep your team outside of Cade, really everyone in the building, you know, focused on just themselves?
Hang on, let me come back to that. I will say this though. Who asked me the Brian Cook? Okay, yes, Brian Cook. Had a hilarious moment this summer. This is hilarious. Also, just really stupid on my part, but shocker. We went down to the beach, and we went to, there's a place called Grayton Beach down in the Panhandle, and I was with my brother hanging out, and they've been telling me that Brian Kelly, so there's a place called the Red Bar. It's a great little spot to eat down there. Anybody ever been to the Red Bar? Panay chicken, it's awesome, right? It's right there on Grayton Beach, little spot. So my brother or my sister-in-law